All right, all right. So we have a very special guest in the building. We have man like Marriott in the building. What's
Mm-hmm.
good, Doug?
What's happening?
So
What's going on?
I appreciate you coming through. This is something that we've been planning for a while. You're finally here, so appreciate that. First off, let's just ask you how you're doing, how you're feeling. We just came off from a wonderful Caravana weekend. So what's popping?
Mm. Man, I'm feeling great. Amazing. I'm feeling amazing.
Dope, dope, dope,
Spectacular at
dope.
that.
Fire, fire. So let's just start
Magnificent.
from the rip. In regards to your name, Mayor, how did you get that name?
So Marriott's my last name.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just rolled with that when I became an artist.
Was it awkward for you or was it an easy?
As far as like choosing my name,
Correct.
no, because like when I was playing, I grew up playing basketball,
Yeah.
and like we had Marriott on our jerseys on the team I played for,
Okay,
Ajax
okay.
Lions. Shout out Ajax Lions. So we had our name on our jerseys and Marriott. So like everybody would call me Marriott, all the older heads.
Yeah.
They'd always say Marriott, Marriott. And then
It
I
kind of
just
stuck.
ran with that when I became one artist.
For sure, for sure. Was there a name before that or not?
Big Shorty. But that's just basketball. That wasn't music.
Okay. And
That was,
how'd you get that name?
my dad called me that because like I was like the shortest person on the court,
Yeah.
but I had the biggest heart. I'll
Okay.
grab rebounds over the biggest nigga
Biggest
on the
guys.
court.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had the biggest heart, so they call me Big Shorty.
All right. Were you fired though, or were you shit?
I was nice. I was nice for a while. You know, at a certain time, I was nice, and then I declined.
No, I hear
But I'm
that.
still nice. Anybody want it, you get it. Let's go.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. So we're
Yeah.
putting money on that.
Money on that, everything on that. Let's go.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about your household. Like, you're Jamaican, correct?
Jamaican and British, yeah.
Okay. Where's the British side come from? You gotta
It's my
explain
dad.
that. He's like, British?
You grew up there. He grew up there.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. And what kind of household? Like, how many siblings?
I got 2 siblings, sister and a brother. I'm the
Okay.
youngest.
Okay, you're the baby. How old are you?
27.
Okay.
Damn, they got my age in it.
Nah, big
My
two.
age in it, I'm 27.
All right, big
Yeah.
27. People want to know. People want to know.
All right.
So, like, what kind of household are you growing up in, and where in the city are you from?
Well, I reside in Ajax right now.
Is that where you grew up?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ajax, what kind of household are you living in?
A magnificent household.
Was it strict? Was
It was a little strict growing up, churchy, but
okay?
it went away like as I got older.
All right. So is church where the music thing started?
No, honestly, the music thing started from my sister. Honestly, she's like a music head. She loves music. She put me on to like all her music. She's like older than me by like she's older than me.
Okay.
So
All right.
all the music she was listening to that I wasn't supposed to be listening to as somebody born in 95,
Yeah.
I was listening to like those kind of music. So I'm
Okay.
like ahead of
the curve.
yes, for sure.
So what was the inspiration back then? Like, what kind of music are you hearing from Big Sis?
R&B.
You got a name drop, nigga.
We can go, yeah. We can go to like people I wasn't supposed to be listening to, like Rod Digger,
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
People sleep on Busta Rhymes. This generation sleeps on him.
For
Like, seriously,
sure.
he's actually one of the illest rappers.
Legend.
Busta Rhymes, like Usher, TLC, Aaliyah. We
Okay.
can go to Michael Jackson's my favorite artist of all time. We can go into the newer 90s, everything.
All right.
Yeah.
So since we're already on the topic, you just mentioned Michael Jackson's like greatest of all time. Who would you give number 2 and 3 to?
Me personally, or just like
You
overall?
personally.
See, this is where people come. Me personally, so for me, Michael Jackson, then it's Usher,
Okay.
and then I throw in a rapper in there, which I'll throw in like Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay. That's hard. So when did the music thing become a thing for you though?
Like, is me making music or just music
Just
in
getting
general?
into it in general.
I was always into music. I got fired from plenty jobs for listening to music.
Word?
Man,
That's
You
crazy.
didn't want to go down that lane. I got fired from jobs for listening to music,
Just on the job, they're like, all right,
having a
fuck.
headphone in. You can't even see the headphones though.
They'd be like,
I
get out
don't
of
know how they
here.
spot it, but fired for listening to music.
So yo, so when did it? How did it go from listening to music to making music? Like, what is it?
The pandemic, I'll say the pandemic. I had
2020.
yes, I was a personal trainer, and then during the pandemic, I was like drinking so much wine. I was drinking like a liter a day,
White wine. What
white
was
wine.
okay? What's your wine of preference? Like what brand?
The brand is Gato Negro.
Okay, this
Yeah,
guy's
yeah, put the
bougie.
little on it, you know.
I respect it. So continue your story. You know, you're
So
working,
I was
drinking
drink.
your wine.
I was a personal trainer, drinking wine. The gym shut down. Can't
Mm-hmm.
work out nowhere. That's where I would release my stress. That's where I would express myself in the gym.
Okay.
Couldn't do that no more. And then, yeah, I'm listening to music. I'm listening to like guys like A Boogie, Jared the Prince, Tory Lanez,
Mm-hmm.
Party Next Door, and I'm like, I could do this. Like I have my own story to tell. Like they're
Yeah.
telling their story.
Yeah.
I got some shit to say.
Yeah.
And I just went to my cousin's studio and I started like expressing myself, and everyone there was like, "Yo,
It's hard.
you make music?" I'm like, "No, I just started like today, a week ago." And they're like, "You should
Wow.
keep doing it." So I kept doing it, and then here we are.
No, that's dope. That's dope. A lot of people say, pandemic really fucked up a lot of things, but a lot of people found themselves in the
I
pandemic.
found myself for sure.
So, and like, you started in 2020, and even if we're in 2022, and when I listen to your music, it's just it sounds like someone that's been making music for a very, very long time. It's definitely quality music. So, it's dope. So you making music at your cousin's studio, what was that first track that made you say, all right, I'm legit, I'm official, I can definitely do this?
It didn't happen for until a while. Like
Mm,
the first few songs I made, I was like, okay, I didn't believe in myself until so it was like so I made my first song November 2019. It's like
yeah,
kind of before the pandemic.
yeah.
And then I stopped and I made a song again in the pandemic, like March
Mm-hmm.
in the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And then until I would say I didn't believe in myself until like July, June 2020. So from March,
Mm.
April, May, June, July, 5 months to believe in myself.
So what's that snap?
I
What's that
don't know.
change?
It just happened. A song I made, I was like, whoa, okay, I think I could do this.
Hard,
Yeah.
hard, 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 hard. What's your creative process like?
Like making a song,
Yeah.
I just gotta hear a beat. If I feel it, like really feel it, and then melody comes to my head. After
Mm-hmm.
melody, I lay the melody down and then lyrics, and then it's done.
Okay. Do you prefer? Do you write all your shit?
Yeah,
Okay. Do you prefer making the music or performing it?
they're both different. They're both like making it is like the creative process. Performing is the expression.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get to express how I
Mm-hmm.
feel and show you like this is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Banging 1800, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of 1800, that's a song that you recently put out.
Yeah.
Fire song.
Thank
You know
you.
what I mean? We were just listening to it a couple minutes ago. What's the inspiration behind that song?
Um, um, so the verses, I was at a party and I was like, look, I was on shrooms. I can't even lie.
Any story that starts like this is legendary. But continue.
On shrooms, and I'm looking like I'm looking at people. And I'm just like you're fake, you're fake, you're fake, you're fake.
Yeah,
Everybody's fake.
yeah.
And I was talking to a girl at the time, and like the hook came, like tell me you won't hide from me. I hope you won't hide from me.
Mm,
Sipping on 1800, keep it like eight. I just played on the words of like
yeah.
1800 because I was actually sipping. I was actually drinking 1800 that
800. Yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah.
so I just played on the words of 1800.
And then, so how did it go from you on shrooms, fucking with the words, to you laying it down? And
It just happened. I don't know.
when did you record it? Same night?
I recorded the hook. No, I recorded the verses. Um, so the verses, the third verse, the first. The third verse was first, second verse was second, first verse was last. And then
Mm,
The hook was always there. I made the hook there at the party.
At the party
Yeah,
on shrooms. All
yeah.
right, hard, hard. So where's Shreddy right now? Still talking to her? Is she?
Nah, she gone,
No,
man.
shout out to her though. Still,
She
she was
gone, man. She gone
inspiration.
with the wind, baby. Woo! She gone.
Shout out to her. Shout out to her.
She
So,
gone.
speaking of shorties, what's your relationship status right now?
Man, I'm focused on self.
Okay. And what's your specification when it comes to females? What's your type?
Somebody who has her head on her shoulders.
Mm, mm. And
Somebody who can keep it 1800.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And what's your thoughts in regards to Toronto girls in general? This is a question I've been asking, so I just wanted to get your
Me
perspective.
canceled. Toronto girls are one of the best girls in the world, I think.
That's a fact. I don't blame you for saying that. You're R&B nigga, so
My nigga said capping about it. He said cap.
I understand that. I understand that. I understand
Nah,
that.
Toronto shorties are one of the best girls in the world. Like you go, bro, I've been to plenty of states, and they say Toronto shorties are the best too. And it's facts. Toronto girls are the best, but they're just something about them, brother. Them just they go on stush with us. Like they don't want us.
Yeah,
They want the Americans.
yeah.
Go ahead, America. I'll get me in America too. How about that?
Yo, I hear that. So, with this music thing, you've been doing it since 2020. You have a couple projects out in terms of like music and singles. You have some videos out. Can we look forward to an actual project?
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't wait to drop one. Honestly,
Okay.
the reset I dropped, that was just like honestly like an EP. That was something I just wanted for like reference. So like
Yeah.
when I meet people on the road and stuff,
Yeah.
they have something to reference back to instead of just singles.
Yeah.
No one wants to just hear singles.
Yeah.
So they have a body of work that they can go back to. I'm
Mhm.
past it. I've grown so much from that.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time to like, you guys are gonna hear something soon. I have like a nice little care package dropping this year.
Hard.
And then next year, early next year, like first quarter, I'm dropping like a full length project.
Hard. Definitely
yeah.
looking forward to that. Like even listening to your music, I feel like you have a sound. Like, when I hear you, I can hear you and you're comfortable with it. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that we appreciate with your music. And, from 2020 to now, you've grown so much. So I'm kind of curious to see how you grow as time goes on and stuff like that. In regards to collaborations, who are some artists that you'd like to collab with?
In Toronto or else or like
In
everywhere?
general. Yeah, in general.
General, I want to collab with. There's this artist named Destin Conrad.
From?
He's from California.
Okay. We're in
Most people don't
California.
know.
Like
Like
LA,
the Bay Area.
Bay Area. Okay.
I want to collab with somebody like Lucky Day.
Legendary.
Yeah. Boogie. West
Mm,
Side Boogie, not a Boogie. West
yeah.
Side Boogie.
He just dropped a fire project.
Yeah. Honestly, anybody. Like my specialty is the hooks. So like, I'm comfortable to go in any room with any artist and know that I can deliver a hook that's fire, as well as a verse.
Mm-hmm.
But like, sometimes you won't be able to get verses off. I'll be able to get off a hook, and any artist that needs a verse that's like really good, I could do it.
For sure, for sure. Have you started like, working with artists,
Yeah, for sure.
providing hooks and
For sure,
ideas?
for sure.
How's that been going?
Well,
Dope, 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 dope. Yo, I noticed that you're very spiritual as well. Where does that come from?
from my upbringing, I grew up in the church,
Yeah.
and right now I'm a spiritual person in general.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in Jesus, so I just keep on.
No, that's
It's a
fire.
part of me,
That's
and people are
fire.
gonna continue hearing that.
For sure, for sure. Like even like on your gram, I'll see like little quotes of like little scriptures
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So I feel like that's very, necessary. I feel like everyone needs spirituality
for
to be
sure.
honest. So, we
That's
respect it.
that's the reason why this is a gift.
Mm-hmm.
This is not me.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, but like it's a gift. I can't take credit for it.
For sure.
It doesn't belong to me.
Nah, nah. I respect that.
Yeah.
So you know how you do R&B, right? Right now, what's popping on the scene right now is more like trap. We see Afro beats doing this thing. Um, we see Latin music bubbling. Maybe not in Toronto, but in the States and that South America region, they're doing their thing. R&B is not really at the forefront compared to like the early 2000s or the 90s. So you doing R&B, how do you feel about the space? You know what I mean? Do you feel like it's an opportunity for you? Do you feel like you guys are kind of underrated or being overlooked? What's your view in regards to that?
Um, I mean, yeah, first and foremost, I'm an R&B artist.
Mm-hmm.
I do hip hop. The last few couple songs I dropped were hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as R&B, no, R&B is still there.
Mm-hmm.
It will never die.
Mm-hmm.
It's there.
Okay. So what do you think what do you think are things that you got to do to like push your music forward and kind of move to that next level?
I gotta leave Toronto.
This is an interesting conversation, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that say, yo, in order to blow up, you leave Toronto. But there's some people that say in order to blow up, you can be in Toronto and make it in Toronto.
for sure you can. Yeah, but here he said, make it in Toronto.
Mm,
Toronto's just Toronto.
for sure, for sure, for
You
sure,
want to make it elsewhere.
for sure.
Toronto always. I'm from Toronto, so no matter where, if I blow up in Switzerland,
Yeah,
and I always say I'm from Toronto, when I come back here and I'm blowing in Switzerland, the city's still gonna show love
for sure,
regardless.
for
More love
sure.
than now because I'm here.
Yeah,
Toronto just shows love. It's like brotherly love, honestly. Like you show like hard love to your brother, but you love him.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's it's the same thing. Like they just show hard love
for sure,
till you
for
make it
sure.
elsewhere.
You know, some people say like you have to leave, you leave Toronto, and that's when you get the love. But when you're actually here, no one gives a fuck about
No one
you.
gives a fuck.
You know what I mean?
No
Which
one
is sad,
cares.
but it's part of the game, right?
No one cares until till they love you out there.
For sure, for sure, for sure. So you've been doing some traveling a bit. What do you think about the Toronto scene so far? We see, you know, artists getting signed. We see artists traveling. Compared to like 10 years ago, the scene has really grown. So what's your perspective on the scene? Like, what do you like? What don't you like?
Um, I don't like how like certain people they focus on the girls. They give the girls they give the girls more leverage because they're girls. Like I think they're trying to smash the girls. And the girls know because I've worked with some artists, female
Yeah,
artists, and they're like, "Oh, these guys trying to smash me." Blah, 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 blah."
yeah,
And it's like, yeah, you guys are trying to do that so you can grow. You can be playing on the radio because he's smashing you. Boo boo.
yeah, yeah,
Now, someone like me, I gotta work harder because I gotta go meet this person, and I don't know nobody like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But like, it's just all politics out here.
Does that frustrate you?
100%. I gotta leave.
All right. So far, how have you been like maneuvering that?
I've been doing my thing. I've been traveling to different like provinces. Now
Yeah,
that they opened the border, I'm about to go out there
for sure.
and just expand myself.
So cause you know, me listening to you, like I listen to the girls too, and they're saying the opposite. They're saying like niggas ain't showing them love, niggas trying to smash them instead of work. It's harder for them. You know what I mean?
Man, I feel like girls don't even pay for sessions at this point.
Really?
Girl, I mean, they pay for sessions, but like they
But it's
don't
just
pay for sessions.
nah, nah, I hear you. I hear
Like
you.
a nigga, a nigga engineer would be like, okay, you get 2 hours for free because she's fine, she's nice and bad.
Yeah.
He ain't doing that for me.
Nah, nah, nah,
Knowing
nah.
I'm nice, he's not doing that.
For sure, for
I gotta
sure.
pay for my time, and when my time's up,
He's trying to kick you
that's
out.
it.
So you're saying, you know, in the scene. So I'm listening to you. You're saying in the scene, we find it very difficult to separate business from pleasure.
Not me, them. Yeah.
Them basically. Now I respect that. I respect that. Talk about moment of truth. How did that come about?
Mm. Ooh, that's a great question. Damn. So this one time, there's this artist that invited me to a studio session,
Yeah.
and like he didn't. So I love to make music first and foremost. Like back then, now it's different. Now I
Hmm.
still love to make music, but Back then, I would just go to artists' sessions and just make music. Like, I don't care.
Mhm.
I'm making music. I
Mhm.
know I'm nice. I'll help you. Boo boo. This artist canceled on me. Like, he didn't even tell me this studio session wasn't happening. I had to like text him, yo, is this happening? He said, nah, it's not
Yeah.
happening. He said next week it was happening. Next week came, didn't happen.
Same bullshit.
I'm just like, you want to feature now? It's double. Like anybody. I don't care who you are, whatever.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
I'm still down to work with. Like people know who they can work with me for free. But like certain artists, yeah, I gotta eat.
Nah, everybody got to eat. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I don't blame you. And you got to set boundaries too. Like not everyone can
And
have
set.
access to you. You feel me?
No more.
So you got to charge niggas. So yo, I was watching the verses with Omarion and you know those old school guys. What's your views in regards to that? Because those niggas is legends, and after
Why'd you bring that one up? Out of all of them, like why that one?
nah, it's important.
Okay, I feel you, cause Omarion's one of my favorite artists.
Alright.
And the way he got destroyed, I was like, nigga, you should have brought me on stage. I would have helped you, bro.
Facts.
Mario, that was horrible.
It was horrible. It was bad.
I lost respect for Omarion.
Who else did you lose respect for? Because there's a lot
It's
of them.
Omarion.
Can't lose respect for you. Up against fucking Mario.
Yeah, you know what Mario did to him, fam?
But that's not fair.
How's that not fair?
Mario has a nice. Mario's voice compared to Marion's dog. That was in the.
Nah, even before, I mean after the voice, it was just the demeanor. Mario just he just had the confidence. He rehearsed 6 months in before.
Yeah, he bodied that.
Yeah, like he came prepared.
For sure.
This is amazing though.
For sure.
It's amazing.
But do you feel like, you know, nowadays people just rely on auto-tune too much?
Maybe, yeah. I use auto-tune too. So like yes, yeah. But like, it's not even the auto-tune that Omarion. It's not even why he lost because of auto-tune. It's just demeanor. Like
Unprepared.
Mario came prepared to kill this guy. Like, his mission was to kill this guy.
For sure.
Omarion thought he could just come in and entertain,
just wing
play.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no play.
That's a fact. So it's very important, you know, everybody knows you're a fly nigga, you know, your kicks are looking squeaky clean right now. You brought your hoodie, and we know the hoodie is definitely a signature look when it comes to
I love wearing hoodies.
So break that down and how you came up with that little
hoodies,
vibe.
So when I'm in the gym, I like to wear hoodies because it's like it blocks out all the you only see your focus, laser focus. It blocks out all the side distraction. And I just it's comfortable. So like anytime I love wearing hoodies in the studios, interviews. I was just wearing a hoodie earlier. It's just comfortable. I'm focused.
Yeah.
Whenever I got the hood on, that means I'm focused.
For sure. So yo, it's important that we talk about the projects that you have coming out. You're working on, and you know anything that you'd like the people to know.
I got a little care package dropping soon.
Okay.
I don't want to call it an EP. It's not it's not one of those. It's literally just 4 songs.
Okay.
Care package.
Videos?
There gonna be one video to it.
Okay.
Look out for that. And then next year I'm dropping a full-length project. I will label it an album. So yes.
You have a title for that yet?
For the one next year?
Yeah.
The one next year is gonna it's there, but I don't want to say it yet.
All right. And how about the little care package?
It's called I Miss You Too.
Okay. And what inspired that message? The title?
You had to dive into that. It's called I Miss You Too.
All right. We'll stay tuned though.
Yeah.
We'll stay tuned. So you know, shout out your socials.
Marriott, Marriott, 2 R's, 2 T's, _ on Instagram, Twitter, all of that. Just Marriott _ on everything.
All right. Appreciate you for coming through. Stay blessed.
Yes, sir.